Why? Was I not supposed to do that?
We shall see. You must never speak to her again, understand? Do I have your word?
Okay.
What's going on, my friends? We have the Unaware Atelier Meister. This was episode number 2. And here's the deal with you guys, all right? I'm not going to sit here and act like this is winning any kind of anime awards. At the end of the season, I'm going to be like, oh my god, the #1 anime, the Unaware Atelier Meister. It's Meister, whatever. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. But that's okay. I think that in a world of shows like Apothecary Diaries and Solo Leveling and these high tier shows, I think that the Unaware Atelier Meister definitely fits in that kind of middle ground as shows you watch as you're kind of filling time, but that you are genuinely enjoying. At the end of the day, this is a very it's a very similar story to a lot of other shows, but I think it's doing it well. Another show that we're watching as well from the past season into this one is an anime called I Left My A Rank Party to help my former students. And last season, we also watched the 40-year-old, I forget, it was 40-year-old, whatever. It's some daily life of a 40-year-old in another world or something. An isekai anime. I think this feels that hole that some of those, more budget-centric shows filled last season. I think this fills that this season as well. And so far, I'm having a really good time watching it. This episode, you had Kurt who casually, takes a job. So one of his past members of the doo-doo group that he was a part of, she decides to quit the group, and she knows, Kurt's ability and Kurt's his potential. And for some reason, she never fought for him or anything. So she allowed Kurt to leave. And then she, kind of one-ups the party. She's like, okay, it's my time to go from this party too. And she finds Kurt a job, and just basically like a cleanup job, like a live-in nanny type job at a house. It ends up being a house of this lady named Ophelia. She is well endowed, by the way. She is filling her vassals. And she is an atelier master for the kingdom. Apparently there's 15 around the continent or something. So she's one of the 15, and she was harboring the princess of this kingdom who has a curse. Based on that, Kurt takes the job, he cleans up, and he stumbles upon this girl. And she ends up having a curse. He feels her belly. He's like, okay. He's like, I think I know what to do. He's like, I'm gonna get you some food. I know you're hungry. The food that he makes some rice porridge with some specific items. Who knows where he pulled it out from? His ass? I don't know. But he makes it with like some herbs and stuff, and it immediately cures her curse. He has the knowledge of this village that he's from, which is like, must be like the ancient village of the world or something. But he's from this village, and they know all about this stuff. So he creates this porridge, and it cures her curse. And she goes and finds Alicia or whatever her name is, and this purple hair girl along with them, and they're like, oh, this guy named Kurt cured me, and they're like, I can't believe Kurt did it again. All the meanwhile, the past events of the episode is Kurt created this mithril mine. He basically created everything for Alicia. He basically created like everything that's going to eliminate all her attacks, her problems, her tomorrow's problems, tomorrow's problems, all of it. He was able to create some crazy stuff. So overall, I'm really liking the show quite a bit. The show's called Unaware Atelier Meister. So hopefully, they continue to devise a plan to make Kurt an Atelier Meister too. Because at this point, when you look at the ED, it has the two characters, which is Alicia, Ulyssia, whatever her name is, the white hair girl. And it also has 𝐒𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐧𝐞𝐥 at the end of the ED. So those are going to be the two main girls. So you assume that now that he's, cured the princess, you assume that the princess is going to be very invested in Kurt. And she's probably going to bring him up in a way and make sure that he's also bring him up and protect him. Because he is, so he's like this anomaly. And again, it also introduced Ophelia and introduced some little elf girl. So we're going to get some cute side characters as well, too, which I'm really liking. So we'll see what ends up happening next episode with Alicia. We'll see what ends up happening next episode with 𝐒𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐧𝐞𝐥 now that he's cured her. Is she going to be in love with him, or is she just going to, try to bring him up? I guess we'll try to remain to be seen. But overall, I think episode 2 is really good. And another thing, I got to watch this episode dub, which I thought was really cool. I didn't realize that this was releasing dub. I watched the first episode sub. This one I watched dub, and it was actually really good. I think all the voices match. I think it was a good job for a dub. And it's nice to see yet another dub this season. Because like yesterday, we got to watch Old Country Bumpkin, the Master Swordsman dubbed. To Be Hero X. We're going to watch that here on the channel. Check out my video for that coming today too. And that's dubbed. So I like a lot of dubbed anime this season. And I know a lot of you guys don't like dub, but hey, I love dub. I don't speak Japanese. The Duolingo ain't working out for me too much. So, if I can watch a dub and it's not super cringe, which sometimes it can be if the voice actors aren't very good. I think I haven't seen one like that in a long time, but I think they've pretty much been nailing it. So anyways, I thought this episode was really good. I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. I can't wait to watch next week's episode. I'll see you guys then for that episode. Have a great rest of your week, weekend, and night. Peace out.